Greetings, salutations. I hope everyone's having a good day. And I want to talk today about Rak and the one issue that I have with him. But before I get into it, I do want to preface by saying that I don't think he's a bad character. I actually think he's a very good character. It's just that with the way that he perceives himself and how I thought that the story was portraying him, I'm a little disappointed about one facet of his character and the one thing that he actually cares about as a quote-unquote hunter, which we'll hop into momentarily. But if you're new here, like and subscribe, hit the bell of dawn so you can stay notified and the Ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you. And please check my descriptions for all the things you need from like my Discord, Twitch link, Twitter, all of that. I keep people notified for my tweets and everything, so make sure you check that out. And let's hop right into the video.
Y'all talking time just tick away. You ain't clocking hours on the day. All that watching stopping what you claim. Dollar crosses real got me name. Hoping God just get me out this way.
I'm a little pressed for time, so I'm not going to be heavily editing this, so you can just kind of put it on in the background and listen. I'm just going to have like one image here of Rak. But Rak's a dope character, alright? So don't get it twisted. I think he's awesome. I love his speeches, like his homie speeches. You know when Bam is down and Guerrero's down or something, and he'll come and be like, yo, did you lose your banana type beat? Or like thinking like the end of New Ways and the end of season 2 when he comes to talk about Bam after everything that happens. Like he will go and he'll cheer his friends up in his own Rak way. And he'll take leadership when it needs to be done. When our main characters are too, I'm sorry, the truck just went by, if you could hear that. If the characters are too kind of petrified to move or do something, he'll take the leadership role and do something. Like think back to Han Sung-Yu's examination, the test of the doors, where you have to pick one in 5 minutes or you just fail. And he's like, yo, fuck it, and just steals the door, and he went like, you know, leader Rak. Rak is a hunter. And he considers himself a hunter, somebody who hunts turtles. He likes to fight. He likes to go up against strong enemies, different enemies, special items, special weaponry, things of that nature, things of that ilk. And my problem is, it's okay to like let him fight. Why doesn't he fight? He doesn't fight enough, and he don't win enough for somebody who completely sees himself as a combat-oriented person. He was going from different varying floors of Shinsu density hunting and stuff like that, right? So my problem with Rak to me is that I don't get to see enough of his combat side and combat potential. And I thought that when he started to learn about his Shinsu quality on the hidden floor, I thought we would see more of him, because I'm like, okay, we're really diving into him. Like he's obviously a very, very interesting character and has important history in terms of his lineage and what he actually is. And obviously, you can just be like, dude, be patient. Like, you know, his time will come. And, okay, fair enough. But if you can ask me to wait, I always say, why can't I judge what I have now? I'm not a stubborn-ass nigga, right? When I have new information, I might change my mind. I'm not a person who just goes, I believe this, and I get 8 things that contradict what I believe and stay stubborn and be like, I still believe this. Like, no. If I get the evidence later on that he's going to be doing more fights and he starts to fight more and stuff, I'm going to retract this video, basically. Like, I'll be like, no, this video is now not important because SIU has fixed the problem that I have. But he's lost to Iniesta kind of off screen. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is mad shocker. I'm like, okay, it's been 2 years, you know, Bam's been training, and I felt like when Aguero woke up, he was just on the same level as Rak, passed that test, became a C rank regular, and I felt like, bro, Rak, you haven't gotten better with your rock throw and stone edge abilities. Like, mind you, he pressed Levi, but Levi was such a bum that I can't even give Rak credit for just meeting him with rock throw, because they hyped the shit out of Korean Riddler with a Scantron gimmick, ask a question, I can't breathe, and you die, right? Sorry, you die, right? But he's whack. He's such a bum. That guy was such a jobber. So that's really all I had to say. Like, I really want Rak to start fighting more. You know what character I don't ever really need to see fight? This might sound stupid to you guys. I don't need to see Aguero fighting. And as long as Aguero is being cunning, menacing, devious, manipulating, being an incredibly good lighthouse bearer and directing things on the battlefield like he just did in this war with the Windbird core, having the bullet go through teleportation thing to hit the core of the Lopabia branch leaders like Windbird the shit. Like, that's all I really need from him. That doesn't mean I have a problem with him fighting. Don't get it twisted, by the way. If Aguero wants to fight, go ahead. My point is that Rak is the one that I need to see him decompress. First of all, get out that chibi mode, get big, get strong. strong, yeah, and then start using your spear, man, throwing that shit and put in work. That's what I want from Rak at this point, because I think his character is perfect. The thing is set. So now, to me, it's time to focus on what he can do as a fighter. I'm not even a meathead. This is coming from me. That all being said, you guys let me know what you think about that. Do you think Rak needs to fight more and actually win more fights? Like, I feel like he doesn't win. He loses. I feel like he's lost pretty much any fight he's been in for the most part. Like, it's just not a good look for him. I don't want him to just be the comic relief guy who gives his friends cool friendship speeches. I want him to actually be, you know, a vital asset to the team from even if it's just like a position thing, like he's just a good at his position. Like, I just want him to be able to do more. That's all. You'll have a good day. I know this was short, but you know, it is what it is. You're
in my drugs, pour it in my cup, sitting in my darkness with my ghouls, we pouring up. I don't really give a fuck, I don't really have a say. You tell me that I suck, I tell you get up out my face. You got tears in your eyes, looking like a fool.